Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. If you enjoyed the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Alright, so the market is starting to move. We've had some strong signals happen in the last couple of hours. You know, we're starting to see things ramp up. We've got Bitcoin at 41,542, 8% up for the day. We have Ethereum at 2,700 with 7% up. And we've got our Xrp 3.18% up at the time of making this, and so we're starting to move. We've got Terra 18% up for the day, right? Terra's been on an absolute roll in the last couple of weeks. So we're making the sixth attempt at breaking out above the descending resistance. The sixth attempt. And it's times like these where, what do? Right? Do I wait? Is there a potential that this can reverse and go back down? Or are we about to break up and move really fast and I miss the bull run? These are probably all the questions that you have on your mind right now. And so during times like these, it is really, really important to look at it from a couple of points of view. First of all, look at it from why are you in this position to begin with? What were you waiting for? Were you waiting for 60? Were you waiting for 50 cents? Were you waiting for 30 like somebody told you? And my strategy is a little bit different. See, when I've decided and I've made up my mind that I'm going in something, to me, the entry point is irrelevant. You might think, what do you mean the entry point is irrelevant? See, like, I don't want to sit around and wait and watch the charts on an hourly basis. I'm like, oh, it's 77, 76, 74, 75, 72. Oh, no, crap, it's 69. I better get in. For me, once I've made up my mind, I roughly see what it's doing throughout that particular day, and then I just go in. Even if it drops 5% in the next 2 minutes after I've bought it, to me, I don't care, because I'd rather be in the game than get the perfect entry. Like, I'd rather be in the game. Because, I mean, I'm going to be in for 24 months. So, to me, 72 or 74 cents doesn't make a difference. It's not everybody's style, but I do like to mention that because it definitely is mine and it has served me well. Because time in the market will always beat timing the market. And that's just something that has stood out to me. It's in me. It's never going to leave. I just really, really like that saying. And I believe it. That's the most important part. I do believe it. So where are we at? Well, like I said, we do need to break above 80, consolidate above 80 for me to start to get really excited about all this. But in saying that, you know, where we are right now, where I've seen already the market move, it's looking pretty good for us to break above 80. So this 6 times lucky. And generally it usually does turn out to be 6 when it does try to break out. Generally. Not always. Like if we see at the bottom of this, right? You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th, it actually shot up. But 5 or 6 generally is the way to go. So we're about to enter the 6th one. So it will retest that 80 cents. Will it break above it? Will it consolidate above it? Time will tell. But it's looking good. Now, I wrote in big letters 30 days. And the reason why I did is because I can smell some of you are starting to think that within the next 30 days, this is all going to wrap up. Now, the reason why I put that title is to get you here. To listen. Stop what you're doing. It may not resolve in the next 30 days. So quit thinking that by April you're going to get a settlement and your XRP is going to quadruple, 10x in 30 days. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because the reason why people quit or sell is because they have put the date on when it's going to happen. So it has to be by the end of April or I'm out. It has to be by this particular day at this particular hour or I'm out. Then the next day it pumps. Usually. And so Get that 30 days out of your heads, because you could potentially be bitterly disappointed. I'm not saying you will. Of course, I'm the first one that wants this to be wrapped up in the next 30 days. But just be cautious, because I did talk about, August 26 to November 18 as one of the dates that have been mentioned, right? Essentially, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make sure that you don't get out in the next 30 days disappointed, only to find yourself a couple of months later, this could have 10x'd. Got it? Good. Let's keep moving. XRP whales move 60 million coins between wallets, as whale alert shows us. This is getting exciting. Could be to do with the liquidity hub. Let's see what goes on here. But to me, it looks like the market is going to start moving. Now, Ripple is not alone. Hester Pierce also thinks SEC will lose XRP lawsuit. A source close to the SEC tells me that Hester Pierce has expressed privately she thinks the SEC will not get the outcome it's looking for. That's huge. That's pretty big. So it has come to Fox Business journalist Eleanor Terrett's attention that even staff at the SEC aren't confident they will win the case against Ripple. That's pretty good, right? I mean, that puts a big smile on my face. I hope it put a big smile on your face that, yeah, people are starting to really believe that this ain't going to happen. It was never going to happen. But now more and more people are starting to tell the story. And that's exciting. So will the 70 cent support hold? Are we about to get underway for a 6th time to try and break out? Honestly, yeah. In my personal opinion, it's not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. But yeah, I think we're about to begin. Now, Crypto Law founder gives timeline for settlement. So we did hear about this. They spoke about, August, November. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna have to. We're gonna be made to wait that long. I think it is gonna happen soon. I just don't want you to have a specific date on your mind, because you get disappointed when that happens. Now, I want to play you this from Brad when he spoke about the JP Morgan ledger and JP Morgan coin and how others are trying to do what Ripple does.
So I got asked this last week. I was speaking at a Morgan Stanley conference, and somebody asked me, there was this set of headlines about, about the JPM coin. And this guy was from Morgan Stanley who was interviewing me. I said, so is Morgan Stanley going to use the JPM coin? And he's like, probably not. And so, well, is Citi going to use the JPM coin? Is B of A going to use the JPM coin? Is PNC? And the answer is no. And so does that mean we're all going to have these different coins? Or does that mean we're back to where we are, where there's lack of interoperability? So what? I don't get it. One more quick thing on JPM coin. So let's think about this. The JPM coin, they announced for institutional customers, if you give them $1 as deposits, they'll give you a JPM coin that you then can move within the JPM ledger. Wait a minute, just use the $1.
Right.
Well, I really don't understand. If you're just moving it within the JPM ledger, and it has to be dollar to dollar, a one-to-one backing, it honestly doesn't actually, I don't understand what problem that solves.
So there have been a lot of talks about, what is the liquidity hub? What does XRP do that others don't? And there's a real misconception about what Ripple actually does to solve the problem when it comes to on-demand liquidity. And so my biggest suggestion to you is that if you don't understand it, I really want you to spend the next couple of days getting it, because it will pay huge dividends, really understanding what's going on and what it works out. Now, if you haven't already, do follow Brad on Twitter. I find, his tweets are really good. Doesn't tweet, too often, but make sure that you do. Same with Ripple. Make sure that you follow the Twitter account on Ripple. And Whale Alert. I wouldn't put the notifications on for Whale Alert, but what I would do is I would go on Whale Alert, and then what I would do is I'll do this. Control F, XRP, and then you can just quickly find which XRP movements have been happening. Right, so to save you from getting notifications, otherwise you'll go crazy because there's notifications all the time. But that's how you do it. I find that really helpful, and it just gives me an idea of, wow, that many coins have been transferred. like where they're going. Like, it's just fascinating. Really, really fascinating to watch. All right, on the weekly, as we look towards the future, of course, please, this is just a simulation. It doesn't mean that we're going to get there exactly on that date, exactly how it's going to happen. What I can tell you is that this next move that's coming is going to take us into double digits. Then there's going to be a time where we accumulate more, and then we're going to move into triple digit territory over longer, gigantic periods of time. 2017 and 2022, they are looking quite similar. It's currently the same setup as 2017. In 2017, it did 30x. Wow, that's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge to think about it. And we have spoken about this, right? We've spoken about the parabolic move that is coming, and how we're going to really, really start to move in big. But what I do see in the not too distant future is a big candle coming, which will be very clear, very obvious that we've really started to do the momentum shift. Now, let's say we were going bearish for a little bit. Like I said, I don't think we're going to go past 60 cents. But for me, I think we have found a good floor at 70 cents flat, and now we're going to break out. We're going to break out and go towards 90, go toward $1.10, consolidate above it, and continue to push forward. But in the not too distant future, it won't be too long until you see $1.80, and then from there we will break the 220, and then really skyrocket towards 3. But what an exciting year we have ahead. And you know what? If you did learn something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.